for a little historical context, I asked Mr. Bill Langham, who's one of our hosts this evening, to come up and give us some historical context of wood badge.
That is top, right?
Pretty much. All right.
I have notes. And when I blew them up to a type font that I could read, it came out to 8 pages. Stop. This is not prolonged, perhaps. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. John asked me to say a few words about course content for Wood Badge 21st Century. And I think when we were engaged with the course's participants, we may not have had the time to really look back at historically what the course is about and what some of the traditions are. Especially since the course is designed to incorporate 16-hour days. Keep it, it's program, but to keep people very actively engaged in things until they crash and go to bed. So we don't always have the opportunity to explore what we've gotten ourselves into. Where does it all come from and what does it all mean? I mean, sure, I think we all know that Baden-Powell started the course for Scoutmasters back in 1919. That resulted in a word with a small neckerchief, a woggle, and wooden beads on a leather thong, which were initially worn just suspended from on the pocket. And these are now worn proudly by tens of thousands of scouters worldwide. You know, we're part of a global fraternity. I was in England at the Centennial Scouting Jamboree, and it was really interesting that there were many, many wood badgers there who were the product of their own countries, you know, kind of interpretation of the course. There is a lot to the course content, but you know, what is that? What is the purpose and method? There's a wealth of information currently up on the web. You know, Scouting has embraced modern technology. And I did a little discovery using Google and just see what it is that's compelled me to now participate in my 4th course. Anyway, and I'm very indebted to Mike Barnard at woodbadge.org for what I'm going to go into now, which is pretty much stolen material. Are we recording this? Okay, all right. Thanks, Mike. This is good stuff. Okay. The most advanced training available for Scout leaders who are involved in the programs of the Boy Scouts of America. Scouting's premier training course. It's the pinnacle of leadership training. And one of the, I think, critically important parts of the contemporary course is that you've got Cub Scout leaders, you've got Boy Scout leaders, you've got venturing people. You have this amalgam of people who are dealing with the different age groups that are participating in this movement that we all have embraced. And I think it's critical that with this commingling, you don't have, well, I'm a Cub Scout and I'm a Cub Scout leader, and when I get to be a 5th grade sayonara, I've had enough Pinewood Derbies, and they don't always transition over. Nor do troops perhaps understand that they can sort of incorporate venturing or have it evolve with their older scouts and have them go on continuing to operate in this realm where you're here tonight in wood badgers that we all pretty much believe in. So that is, I think, a very important change. The course is built around the patrol method that Baden-Powell first proposed in his book, Scouting for Boys. It takes the kids' natural gang orientation and focuses it in a positive way. But what we're really doing is building gang and all of that, the positive aspect of gang membership, where you care for your buddy, it's loving, it's cohesive, it's generally working for a common goal, and you're learning leadership. Originally, of course, it was an all-outdoor setting. The people that were being trained, the Scoutmasters, were basically trying to get to be of a level of first-class scout. We now seem to do that with Frank and Scoutmaster-specific training. Yeah. 3 nights, 2 hours, and then an outdoor program. That was pretty much what was happening in the initial course prior prior to kind of evolution and until we got here to to today. The original syllabus included troop organization, campcraft, pioneering, signcraft, games, and field work, among its subjects. These were all major points outlined by BP and built around character training, self-improvement toward making a career, physical health and development, service to others, boy training methods, and national importance, and here's a new word for you all, citizenhood. Okay, this was 1919 through World War I. These were the fundamentals, and it's not difficult to see how those who mastered a contemporary course, where all the traditions and heritage of scouting are stressed, acquire a global view of scouting as a family of interrelated values-based programs providing age-appropriate activities for youth. And they become contemporary team leadership concepts, experiences of the stages of team development that Fred alluded to. Everybody practices leadership as you rotate through the positions of responsibility every day on the course, right? You have different patrol leaders, different scout leaders. That's what the course is about. It's set up, and I think we all come away with this renewed commitment to provide scouting with the best possible leadership and have a great deal of fun with like-minded people. The 5 central themes of Wood Badge 21st Century, of course, I wouldn't ask me to stand and recite them because probably sometimes it's part. Living the values, the vision, the mission, the aims, and the methods, bringing vision to life, listening to learn, communicating, giving and receiving feedback, valuing people, leveraging diversity, coaching, mentoring. This is what we do. Every troop meeting, every cub pack meeting, den meetings, this is what it's about. Providing model for success, the team development model, situational leadership. We learn the tools of the trade, project planning, problem solving, managing conflict, assessing team performance, managing change, celebrating team success, leading to make a difference, leaving a legacy, learning the great leadership secret. So we tie this contemporary look back to the original 1919 course. It doesn't seem to me to be a stretch too far. Participants return from Wood Badge prepared and inspired to do an even better job of providing scouting to boys. Because it was begun by Baden-Powell in England in 1919, Wood Badge is clearly backed by the finest thought and tradition of the founder, and thus carries with it great prestige. This was a gift of the wires. This is from Gilwell. My wire was a Gilwell dollar. Okay. Finest thoughts and traditions. It's a great force for world brotherhood, using the local traditions from each country. It emphasizes the international aspects of the scouting movement and the heritage of Baden-Powell and Gilwell Park. As Jim said, there's a course coming up. Please spread the word. If you would like some of the folks who are pre-21st century, if you'd like a refresher and to get some renewal and revitalization, please join us this fall on the course. Thanks.